Alright, so are you gonna watch? I'll tell you if I get the lag spikes. Hello. Okay.
Well, your FPS is all over the place for starters.
So they get a little progression on things, and then put her up there.
Your FPS goes all the way down to like 60, and then back to 120 and 60. Maybe that's what you're feeling. No?
Yeah, just doing it right now. It's like having little stutters.
Well, you're dropping to like 90, 80, 70, and back to 90, and 70, to 120, and 70.
Is that not normal?
Well, it's just... You would notice it as lag spikes, I guess.
Well, what should it be like? Just fluently staying on one number?
Pretty much. Didn't you play on like 25 or 2K or whatever though?
Yeah.
That's probably why it drops so much.
But sometimes it's pretty fluent, and then other times it's choppy. Sometimes I don't notice much of anything.
Your temps are fine for sure. You're only like what? C? Only C?
What would be making the frames drop like that?
Your resolution.
Could it be streaming in Discord, recording on OBS?
You can't play at 2K. One prompts. I can't even get 120 frames on 19K. Or 19.
So how do I drop those frames and just cap them at like 60 or something?
Well, you can do it with MSI Afterburner right now.
Would it really need to be higher than 60?
No. It's only if you want it to be. Open MSI Afterburner real quick. Or not MSI, open Riverton.
They're screaming forever.
Alt-tab, open your Riverton room. It'll take like 2 seconds. Open Riverton.
Look at her.
Alt-tab, open your Riverton.
Oh, this one's Mariable. Okay, Alt tab. Don't see
Open that.
anything.
And go to your arrow at the bottom. Open Riverton. Not that one, Riverton. Screen looking thing. And with frame rate limit. There's a frame rate limiter there. And you just type in a number like 60 or 62 is what DBD usually puts. Up, 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 up. Up. There you go. 62. Enter. And then your frame should be at 62 when you're in game. Let's see if your game jitters now. Should be fluent now that you're at 60.
And it's just staying at 60?
Yeah. Well, it drops to 60, 61 now and then. It's just normal. Any game's gonna drop
What
a
if
frame or two.
what if I were to cap it more like 80 or something? Would it give me a
Well,
little
the
more?
thing is your thing keeps dropping down into the 70. It's because of your resolution, though. Your resolution's too high to get 120 FPS. You'd have to drop down to like 19 by 1080, and then you might be able to get. Well, you probably couldn't even get 120 to be 100, because I can't get 120. Probably get like 90 on average. But since you're on 2K, like it's weird though, because your GPU is such a new GPU. Look at the usage; it's barely getting used. You'd think you'd get 120 frames, but you don't. It's all over the place.
Is it staying at 62 now though, really, for the most part?
Well, yeah, it drops every now and then when you blink, but that's only because you're blinking. But it only drops by like a frame instead of like 20 frames. I put it to like 72. They're gonna keep dropping in the 60s.
What?
Nothing. 72. You always want an extra to like 2 frames, because you drop. No matter what, you drop frames like a couple frames every. You're still dropping into the 60s, so you just dropped to like 67 when you fatigued. Like, it's not as drastic anymore, so you might not notice it as much. But I'm guessing since you were dropping from like 115 to like 70 to like 115 to like 70, you probably noticed that. Only a guess. I'm guessing. Be very inconsistent with how your frames feel.
But it's not doing the big jumps anymore.
Well, now that you're only at 70 frames, you're only dropping like maybe 5 frames now every now and then.
What is on the normal side?
Well, this game only really plays at 60 frames. When I play, I only really get 60 frames. I can get 120. The only time I get 120 is if I stop tracking stuff, but I also play on 1920 by 1080. I think because you're at such a higher quality, you're just not at 120. 120. Maybe if you overclocked, but I'm not sure.
Isn't it here? I don't think this guy's... I mean, it's not nearly as bad as it was. Like, I'm not noticing any huge...
Well, I'm looking up overclocking videos right now. Where, if you want, we can overclock your GPU and see if that helps you get better frame rates.
I feel like I shouldn't have to, though.
What do you mean? What do you mean should have to? You're at 2K. It's hard to run a 120 at 2K.
Can I just change it here?
What do you mean here?
I can't change it here.
Oh, you could. Complicated process. Honestly, it's 10 times easier just to do it through your computers. 9 times out of 10. Yeah, you'd have to close the game though, because the game bugs it if you try to do it on. Like,
But it doesn't explain why at sometimes I don't feel the lag at all.
different maps have different layouts with like less items, less junk in the way. That'd be. Happens to me too. On small maps where things are more cluttered, I get usually more lag than I do with like open big maps. But that's because things don't render across the map.
So, let's see.
When you're in a really small map, everything's within your render distance, causing lag. And if you're just like, what's your graphics settings? Have you lowered them down to like 0? You would think a new GPU would be able to get 120 on 2K. Just doesn't seem to be happening.
I don't know if that's the issue though. Like if that's really the thing causing it.
What do you mean? You're still getting lag spikes or something? Your frames aren't dropping at all. Well, maybe every now and then, but that's because you're trying to get them like 70 now. So it keeps dropping down to 60 every now and then.
I'm not just eavesdropping, by the way. It's just really windy.
No worries.
Fucking windy.
I really, Sims, would you think a new GPU would get 220 frame or 120 frames at 2K? I feel like it should.
What GPU did you get?
It's like a 3070 or one average.
Like brand.
Oh, trolling?
What?
Okay. What brand of GPU do you have? Like Asus?
And NVIDIA.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, 120 at 2K, but he's really not. It's all over.
Okay, so like you said it's a 3060, 3080, 4070, what is it?
37.
Yeah,
So-
I have a
3070?
3060. I have a 3060 and it's more than enough.
Do you get two?
To
I don't
do
have
what?
any
Are you in 2K?
I can be if I wanted to. I don't really see a point though.
Well, that doesn't answer the question. Do you get 120 frames at 2K when you play?
I can do 120, but I don't know exactly what you're meaning by 2K.
Like 2K resolution. Like a 2K monitor.
Oh, yeah.
Cause his, he gets 120, but then it drops down to 70 and then goes back up to 120.
Maybe his settings aren't matching between his video, like his monitor settings aren't matching the graphics card monitor settings.
It's like every time he
That
blinks
makes
and
sense.
stuff, it's just the game. I think it's just the game hitching on him every time he does stuff in game.